Good afternoon and welcome to my Friday ramblings. Each Friday, as I stop to reflect on what's happened over the last week, I'm reminded that time moves fairly quickly these days. It just seems almost like it was yesterday that I was recording a Friday ramblings. One of the things about life is that there are wonderful people that you get to meet along the way, and they make an incredible difference. And so this week I've had the opportunity to meet some really lovely people. Sadly, they have also been a part of preparation for the funeral of a loved one. And it's quite amazing to just spend a bit of time with the families as they begin the mourning process and as they prepare for the funeral liturgies. And I have two funerals next week, Monday and Tuesday. It's also conscious that there are lots of things that are life-giving in our world at the moment. Even though I'm not sure about the real positive value, I know there is some value in World Youth Day events. And currently the World Youth Day for 2023 is being held in Lisbon. And we've got one young person from our parish who's a part of that. And I know when she comes home, her faith is not going to have been diminished in any way. Hopefully it will have been uplifted and given a greater impetus. But I know for many of the young people who have been to World Youth Day, then there is a certain falling off when they come home. The enthusiasm doesn't seem to remain with them, and that's a very real challenge and a very real difficulty that many of them face. It's why sometimes when working with families as they prepare for a funeral, it's a very real sense of striving to find a space and a place where they're comfortable, when so often there's a sense of saying, I'm really not sure what's going on. I'm really not sure what this really means. So this week, I'm just reflecting back on meeting people and finding a place of contact, but also very aware that for many of those people, that contact is a very loose connection with the church. And sometimes it's almost a very, very thin thread. So as I come towards the weekend, we celebrate the feast of the Transfiguration this weekend. It's a great day for recognizing that in the midst of something very ordinary, time that Jesus was going to spend with his three disciples, Peter, James, and John, suddenly he's transfigured in their sight, and they see something of the glory of the risen Christ. Maybe that's what we need in our life, something simple whereby we come face to face with Christ and recognize him, and hopefully in the everyday, because God is in the everyday, and God's love for us is very real in what happens around us. We just need to have the eyes to see. So my hope is that this weekend, you'll have the eyes to see. In the background behind me today, there's a rainbow sitting over the church of St. Michael's at Campbelltown. Just a simple rainbow on a simple, wet afternoon. A reminder to us that God touches us even in the darkest moments of life, and he can bring light and hope to us all. Take care, stay safe, and I look forward to seeing you next time when you call in and catch my Friday ramblings.